I'm Ian Curry, this is Chasing Cars, and I'm here at the Norwell Motor Complex to test the new Porsche Taycan GTS. Bang in the middle of the Taycan range, it's below the turbo models and the base and 4S. It costs $237,000 and Porsche is saying it's the sweet spot in the Taycan range. So what do you get with the Taycan GTS? You get the Porsche Performance Battery Plus, which gives the GTS a range of about 480 kilometers, making it one of the longest in the range. You also get performance of 380 kilowatts. With overboost on launch control, that's up to 440 kilowatts, and that incredible torque figure of 850 Newton meters. It means a 0 to 100 time of 3.7 seconds, which, if you're being honest with yourself, is probably all you'll ever need from a performance car. So as you'd expect, Porsche has differentiated the GTS from the rest in the Taycan range with some choice body bits. That includes a different GTS specific front splitter, different side skirts, different finish to the base of the bumper, and you also get the Turbo S Taycan 20-inch wheels in black, as you see here, which look pretty good with the red bodywork. It really is a good looking car already, the Taycan, but the GTS really ups the sportiness, I suppose, to make sure it'll appeal to the Porsche purist that wants a little bit more from their electric sports car. So once you get inside the Taycan GTS, it really does feel the most sporty from the Taycan family, and that's due to all the Alcantara you get in here. It really is littered throughout the cabin, all across the top of this dashboard, in the center console, steering wheel, which feels absolutely superb in the hands, truly racy as a Porsche should, and of course in the doors as well. So also as standard in the GTS, Porsche has given us the Sports Chrono pack, which gives you your separate drive modes, so you can just filter through very simply on a steering wheel dial. Simple to use, straight into Sport Plus or Sport for your track session. Everything's just seen through the beautiful digital dashboard. This one we're in has screens absolutely everywhere. It's got the optional screen for the passenger as well. But again, Porsche's made this feel incredibly high tech. So we have done a deep dive inside the other Taycans in previous videos, so do flick through those to have a look at the back seat and all our storage as well. We just haven't got time today to go through all those, but it's as you were inside the GTS. Like I say, it just feels a little bit racier than the other models. And that's a good thing. It's the way a Porsche should be. So I'm out on track at the Norwell Motor Complex. This is the ideal place for Porsche to show us exactly what the GTS can do, it being the most track-specific, sportiest Taycan in the range. And it really gives us the opportunity to open the GTS up a little bit better than we can on the road, of course, it being a 0 to 100 car in 3.7 seconds. So what the GTS scores is the same two electric motors, one front, one rear, as you'll find in the Turbo and Turbo S cars. They're just tuned slightly differently for the GTS, give a more sporty feel. You also get air suspension, that's tuned specifically for the GTS, and the Porsche Active Suspension Management, that's also GTS unique, again for a sportier feel. You also get the Sport Chrono package as standard. That gives me my Sport and Sport Plus modes just through a little dial on my steering wheel. And the thing is, the Sport mode as well has a sportier Sport mode than you'll find in other Taycans, if that makes sense. All right, and just as I start going through some of these corners, the things that really grab you is this is a 2,300 kilogram electric car. I can think of no other electric car that can do these sort of things. It just has done so much track work today, and the brakes are still sharp. The car's had zero complaints whatsoever. And the thing is, if I just go through this corner, it's a pretty fast, quick corner, and the car just grips, and the turn-in's beautiful, the balance, it's just as a Porsche should be. They really have managed to nail it with the Taycan, but just the GTS just feels a little bit sharper, and in Sport Plus mode like I am now, the throttle is so keen as well. It really does give very quick response. I'm just coming down from 150 kilometers an hour, stand on the brakes, and the regen also helps you out. You've got electronic braking there helping out. So yeah, what is just always mind-blowing in this Taycan is just that grip. I mean, it's such a heavy car, and you're just feeling coming out of the corners, this is a very, very quick corner, and it just sticks, it just holds on. It's ridiculous. It really is incredibly good fun as well. Despite the weight, it does feel very light on its feet, and it does just pull and pull. And when you open it up, floor that throttle, it just goes, and you're at mega speed very quickly indeed. And again, those brakes just biting, and then the turn in, it just pulls the nose in beautifully. It's just a brilliant car. It shouldn't do this. It really shouldn't do this. It's just a brilliant car. I think if you are going to buy a Taycan and do want to take it to the track, you'd be mad not to look at this GTS. The turbo, I suppose, is more for the showy performance car. If you want to quote all those figures, the ballistic 2.7 seconds to 100 kilometers an hour, I mean, this one will still do it a second slower than that. Well, that's just more than enough for anyone, surely. But yeah, it just feels very track focused, as a Porsche should be. So it's the enthusiast Taycan. Have it alongside your 911 in the garage. So that's the Taycan GTS. What do we think? Well, it is a brilliant performance car. The Taycan already is a superb electric vehicle, we know that, but this one being track focused really hits home for the proper Porsche enthusiast. And as it's proved, despite its weight, it really is a brilliant handling, brilliantly grippy and brilliantly fast car. $237,000. It feels like good value in the Taycan range. And do you really need to get that Turbo or Turbo S? Well, that might be just for show, because this one could be the genuine one that you do want. I'd love to know what you think about the Taycan GTS. Please leave your comments below and also hit subscribe. And as ever, many thanks for watching Chasing Cars.